There you go. Keep it. Thank you. Ernie boy!
Hey, the old Chucker. Hey, remember that? How you doing, Chuck?
Pretty well.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, when I heard you were coming, I could hardly wait to get back here.
No kidding. Two guys from the same team serving on the alumni board in the same year. That's never happened before, you know it?
Why not? They haven't had two all-conference guys on the squad since we left. Football, babe.
No, that's right. Been back from any of the games?
Nah, too far away.
Yeah, same here. Seems like I'm always tied up in some court case in the fall.
How is the legal business?
Well, fine. You still with Macon Enterprises?
Yeah, assistant products manager now.
We're doing okay for a couple of jocks, huh?
Yeah, listen, you know, I really owe a lot to football.
Yeah, me too. Competition, man, that's what it's all about.
You know what? That alumni board meeting isn't for a half hour.
I know just what you're thinking. Hey, why don't we put our bags on and take a look?
Let's go. Still sharing a stadium. Now, that's something I'd like to see the alumni board get really serious about. It's time Warren had a stadium of its own.
Well, no wonder the team dropped into the cellar.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have the pride in the game we used to have. And I don't like some of these new rule changes.
Oh, well, they're trying to cut down injuries.
Yeah, hard-nosed. Hard-nosed, that's our way.
Coach McHugh will get him back up there, you watch.
Yeah, he'll do us proud yet. We established a lot of tradition right here.
A lot of good memories, too.
Yeah.
Now we'll hear a word or two from Ernie Morris.
Thank you. Well, I can only echo the words of my favorite pass dropper. Like Chuck, I am proud to have been named to the alumni board, proud to have a part in the continued growth and what I know will be future victories of Warren University. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We're proud to have both of you part of this body. And we should tell you that the cheerleaders would have been here today, but their uniforms shrank.
Hey, this guy's on the ball.
Yes, good president.
That was the good news. Now I have a much more difficult decision to report. A step reached reluctantly, but inevitably.
I bet they're going to raise the alumni dues.
They want new grid uniforms.
The Board of Governors will today make this announcement public. Warren University will no longer participate in intercollegiate football. As you may know, the combination of spiraling costs, declining attendance, and the difficulties...
With his football announcement, the college president has introduced an item of discrepant information.
You can't do this.
Well, let's listen to what he has to say, okay?
It is a change in the expectations of both Ernie and Chuck. Some people are able to accommodate new information and to alter their assumptions. Others are less able and by various mental stratagems may ignore, distort, or reject such information.
And greater emphasis will be placed upon our intramural programs. Our best opportunities for weathering the current situation lie in the strength of our law school and the academic excellence of our liberal arts programs. Together, these two programs can help...
If it hadn't been a good law school, I'd never come here myself. We have to keep that intact. He could be right about that much anyway.
Whether it's changing attitudes or the fact of our increasing specialization, we no longer attract either athletes or spectators in sufficient numbers to justify the tremendous financial drain. Costs have zoomed to the point.
He was never interested in sports. This is what comes from bringing in a president from the outside. No respect for past traditions.
For years, football receipts were the main support of our entire athletic program. For the past several years, it has been the program's heaviest financial burden. 2 years
Could that be true? It does fit with what I've read about the cost of supporting a football team. I've wondered how these small schools could keep it going.
These Blue Nose scholars don't like the attention football gets. I know what they're up to. I don't need to hear all this junk.
That was last year. This year, the loss increased to $125,000. At that rate, next year threatened us with a $250,000 disaster.
I hate to admit it, but the figures tell the story. They had no alternative.
To absorb those kinds of costs in today's inflationary conditions.
How can you say it made sense? I didn't hear anything said that made sense.
Well, I didn't like what he said either. But I thought he made some points worth considering. You know, the one I really feel sorry for is Coach McHugh.
Yeah. It'll kill him.
Yeah.
I know the old man, and this'll kill him.
Yeah, it's been his whole life. That's all he's ever thought about is football.
It's his only interest. I sure hate to go see him now.
Well, at a time like this, he may need his friends.
This is my youngest grandson. He's only 3 years old, and look at the shoulders on him.
Yeah, but he'll never play football for old Warren U.
Oh, well. With his brain, he'll probably be a scientist or something anyway.
How do you feel about all this, Coach?
Oh, you know me. I'm a physical fitness nut. And I've always felt that we've sort of slighted the average kid. Now, as athletic director, I've got an intramural program in mind. Gonna do something I've always wanted to do. Well, come on here, let me show you.
Coach surprised me. He's a pretty flexible guy.
He was covering up.
Well, I didn't get that impression.
He didn't want to show it. That was a man with a broken heart.
Ah, here it is.
Yep, the old locker room.
Yeah, we came in this way a lot of times, remember?
Yeah, brought me in on a stretcher once.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's kind of changed, too.
Sure has. You smell that perfume? What kind of locker room smell is that?
Those guys are probably using that hairspray or something. I think you're in the wrong place, aren't you?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
That's just what I was going to ask.
This is our old locker room.
This is our new locker room. Girls' intramurals. Boys is on the other side.
She.
Hey, aren't you Chuck Davis? I used to see you play here when I was in high school.
Well, hey, I played on the same team. How could you forget me?
Easy. You're wearing a wedding ring.
Jeez. Hey, Chuck. Come on, we better get out of here before the coach comes. I bet she's got a voice that could cut through glass.
Yeah, probably some kind of female Charles Atlas.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, you know, that's one coach I wouldn't mind huddling with.
She couldn't be as feminine as she looks.
Hey, listen, Chuck, I'm telling you. If I was single like you and had a fan like that, boy, I'd investigate.
I prefer girls.
Are you sure you saw the same one I did? Yeah, it's great to be back again. I'm looking forward to that fall banquet meeting. Hey, maybe we can meet
How
on
can you
the
just
way up
stand there and talk like nothing happened?
Well, I'm not happy about it either, Chuck. But they didn't eliminate football just to spite us.
Well, they may as well have. I mean, I feel like, well, like something I'm proud of doesn't mean anything to anyone anymore. I feel, oh, I don't know, diminished.
Well, this doesn't erase the past. The school's still here. It's just changing, that's all. And I think it's going to be kind of interesting to be a part of it again. You know, coming back here, it's
Well, I'm
like...
not coming back. I'm resigning from the board.
Why? Chuck? Hey, Chuck? Chuck? Why?
People differ in the ways they process the unexpected. Some of these ways are more effective than others. How do you process the changes in your expectations?